Hi everyone, welcome back to Lulumath. This video is on the vertical line test, which is a really useful test that we can use to see if something is a function or not. So in order to be able to understand this video, you need to know what a function is, and you need to understand the examples and non-examples of functions. And both of these videos are available at lulumath.com or the YouTube channel if you need a refresher on this information. So what is the vertical line test? If any vertical line cuts through a relation only once, then that relation is a function. So this is a nice, quick visual way to determine if something is a function or not. So for example, if I were to look at a linear relation, and if I were to draw a vertical line through this relation, I can see that the vertical line will intersect the relation only once. But in order for the vertical line test to work, any line that I draw through is only allowed to intersect once. If I find one line that intersects more than once, then it's automatically not a function. So for example, here, all of these vertical lines only intersect the relation at one place. So therefore, this is a function. So let's say, for example, we have a relation that looks as follows. As you can see, any vertical line that I draw through this relation, again, will only intersect once. See how each one of these lines only has one intersection point with the red relation? So at this point in time, it appears to be a function. However, if this were to wrap around, for example, like this, and if I were to extend my vertical lines, I can see that it actually intersects more than once. Even though we have lines here that only intersect once, if you can find just one line that intersects the relation more than once, then it is not a function. But a really important question that we have to ask ourselves is, why does the vertical line test even work? We don't want to just use the vertical line test without having an understanding of why it works. So just a reminder that a function is a relation in which each input only has one output. So for example, if we were to have the point 2, 5, we know this is 2, this is 5, this input only has one output. So it passes the vertical line test. But if I were to add the coordinate to -3, for example, now this input has two different outputs, which is not allowed to happen. So if I were to go down to -3 right here, I have 2 points for my relation right here, and it fails the vertical line test because it intersects twice. So the vertical line test is it's ensuring that each input only has one output by saying that there can only be one point on a vertical line because that vertical line represents a specific input. So if my line intersects the relation only once, then we're showing that that input only has one output. But as soon as it intersects more than once, we're showing on that vertical line that specific input has more than one output. And this is why the vertical line test works. So I want to look at some relations and I want to see, do they pass the vertical line test? And these are the relations that we looked at in our examples and non-examples video, but now we're going to use the vertical line test to confirm whether or not these are really functions. So our first relation is y equals 4x minus 3, and this is a linear relation. And this is what my graph looks like. Y equals 4x minus 3. It has a y-intercept of -3, and it has a slope of 4, so it goes up 4 and over 1. So when I draw any vertical line through my graph here, no matter where I draw it, everywhere along my line, it will only intersect my graph in one place. So this passes the vertical line test. Therefore, it is a function. Now, honestly, no matter what my linear relation is, so like -2x plus 5, for example, here we have another example where it will pass the vertical line test on every single point of my graph. Every single vertical line I draw, no matter where it is, will only intersect once. if I have y equals, even if I have a super shallow slope, it still will pass the vertical line test. Even if I have a slope of 0, for example, and I have just a horizontal line right here, it will still pass the vertical line test. The only time it won't pass the vertical line test is if it is in fact a vertical line. So like x equals 2, for example. If I were to draw a vertical line through x equals 2, it would intersect infinite times. Therefore, my input has infinite outputs, making it not a function. So essentially, not only is y equals 4x minus 3 a function because it passes the vertical line test, all linear relations except for vertical lines are functions. They all will pass the vertical line test. So again, all linear relations except for vertical lines are functions because they will always pass the vertical line test. In our next example, we have y equals negative 2x squared minus 5x plus 1. This is a quadratic relation. So let's go ahead and get a visual on it. Let's go ahead and get a graph of it. So here, using Desmos, I can see what my graph looks like. It's a parabola that opens down, and I want to draw my vertical lines through it to see if this is going to pass the vertical line test. So seeing here, all the vertical lines that I would draw through here, no matter where I would draw it, would only intersect my parabola once. So again, this passes the vertical line test. Therefore, it is a function. Now, regarding quadratic relations, no matter what it looks like, whether it opens up, it opens down, it's skinny, or the mathematical word for this is vertically stretched or horizontally compressed, whether it's wide, it doesn't matter. Any vertical line you would draw through it would only intersect the graph in one place. It doesn't matter where you draw it. So another important note is that all quadratic relations are functions without any exceptions. Here, our linear relations are functions except for vertical lines. Here, all quadratic relations are functions. Okay, in our next example, we have x squared plus y squared equals 16. And if you remember, this is the equation of a circle. So let's go ahead and get a look at this in Desmos. So this is what our graph looks like. It has a radius of 4 because the square root of 16 is 4. And it's centered at the origin, but it's a circle. So here, when I draw my vertical line through my graph or my relation, I can see that it intersects more than once. In this example, it happens to intersect twice. Even though right here, it happens to only intersect once, it does not matter. As long as you find just one line that makes the vertical line test fail, it is no longer a function. This fails the vertical line test, therefore it is not a function. And generally, no circles will be functions because no circles will ever pass the vertical line test. Our last example that we have here is y equals 3 to the power of x. Let's take a look at what this looks like in Desmos. So if you see here, this is what our relation will look like. It starts off increasing very gradually, and then it just really quickly starts to shoot up fast. So let's see how this does with a vertical line test. Any vertical line I draw through here appears to intersect with my graph in only one place. This passes the vertical line test, so therefore it is a function. And this is called an exponential relation. And it doesn't matter what the base is, it will always pass the vertical line test, no matter what. Even though this appears to be getting so steep that it won't pass the vertical line test, it technically will still pass it. If you were to adjust the zoom on it, you'll see that it's not perfectly vertical, so it will always pass the vertical line test. An important note is that all exponential relations are functions. And on that note, no circles are functions. Now, although these are really important generalized statements, the whole purpose of this video is to understand how to use the vertical line test to determine if something is a function or not. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below or at lulumath.com, where you can find blank or completed notes for this video. If you found this video to be useful, please make sure to subscribe and please share with others. Thank you and have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Bye.